Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to decode a really powerful technique to reprogram your mind for success. It's called neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP for short.
Okay, let's just dive right into this, shall we? Ever get that feeling, that sense that you're stuck? Not because of anything happening out there in the world, but because of all the chatter that's going on inside your own head.
There's actually a name for this. Experts call it mental traffic. And it's the perfect description, isn't it? It's that internal traffic jam of all the doubts, the fears, and the voices from our past failures that just stops us from moving forward.
But what if you didn't have to just sit in that traffic? What if there was a bridge you could take to get right over it? Well, today we're exploring a powerful system for building that exact bridge, and it's all based on the principles of neuro-linguistic programming. So what exactly is this bridge? Well, at its core, it's this system called neuro-linguistic programming.
Now, that sounds kind of complicated, I know, but in really simple terms, it's all about understanding that your mind has its own language, one made of images and sounds and feelings. And here's the cool part. You can actually learn to reprogram it to get way better results. It's basically about cleaning out all the junk that's been holding you back. And this right here, this is the key insight. NLP isn't just some complex, abstract theory. Nope, it's a practical tool. Think of it like an express lane for your mind, helping you just completely bypass all that mental gridlock that slows you down.
The source material we're looking at today offers a ton of powerful techniques, but we're going to focus on 3 simple, but incredibly effective mind hacks you can start using pretty much immediately.
All right, hack number 1 is what we're calling the mental mute button. This first technique is all about dealing with those nagging, critical voices in your head. You know the ones. They're often just echoes of negative things that people have said to you in the past.
Now, the crucial part of this whole thing is realizing that you are the one holding the remote. You are in control. And according to our source, once you mentally mute that voice, it just loses its power. And a lot of times it won't even come back to bother you in the same way again. How cool is that?
Okay, next up, let's tackle those painful past events that just keep replaying in your mind on a loop. The ones that are blocking you from creating the future that you actually want.
You know what's so powerful about this particular hack? It's the whole concept of creating space. By actively getting rid of those old, painful images, you're not just ditching them, you are literally making room for new, positive experiences to come in and take their place. Okay, this last technique, this one's a really powerful one. It's for those moments of intense anger or stress or just any overwhelming negative emotion that feels like it's about to totally boil over. This physical act of catharsis, of taking what's inside, putting it outside yourself, and then literally destroying it, can give you this profound sense of release and peace. It helps clear out those deep emotional blockages almost instantly. So you might be wondering, what's the magic here? What makes these techniques actually work? Well, they're all built on one single fundamental principle, the absolutely immense power of your words. Just think about that for a second. According to our source, words aren't just sounds we make. They carry a specific frequency, a certain kind of energy that shapes your subconscious mind and, in turn, starts attracting corresponding experiences into your life. Just take a look at this comparison. On the left, you've got the stuff that blocks you. I can't afford it. I'll never succeed. Sound familiar? For years, your brain has probably been recording this kind of negative programming. To override it, you have to consciously choose and speak a new, more empowering language, like the phrases you see on the right, out loud. And that is the absolute key right there. Don't just think it, you have to say it, you have to write it. Your subconscious needs to hear this new program loud and clear. That's the real process of reprogramming, which, of course, brings us to our big takeaway. So, after all that, what's the bottom line? What's the big takeaway from all of this? It all comes down to one simple idea: recognizing that you are in the driver's seat. So let's just recap the key principles real quick. Your thoughts can create that mental traffic jam. NLP gives you the bridge to get over it. You can literally mute negative voices. You can delete painful memories. And your words are the code for your new program. These are simple ideas, right? But they hold the power to create massive, positive change in your life when you actually put them to work. And that right there is the most empowering idea from our source material.
You are not a passive audience just watching your past programming play out. No way. You are the programmer. You have the power to write a brand new script.
So, the only question left is this. What new program will you choose to run today? Thanks for joining us for this explainer. Think about that, and we'll see you next time.